For centuries, Stoicism has been praised as the ultimate philosophy for resilience, discipline, and inner peace. But what if I told you that the way most people understood Stoicism is wrong? What if this ancient philosophy has a darker side? Stoicism has shaped great minds, from Roman emperors to modern self-improvement gurus. But does it truly offer the best path to a fulfilled life? Or are there flaws, blind spots, and even dangers lurking beneath its teachings? Today, we unravel the hidden side of Stoicism. To understand the flaws of Stoicism, we must first understand what it actually teaches. At its core, Stoicism is a philosophy of self-mastery, teaching that external events don't matter, only our perception of them does. Stoicism was founded in ancient Greece by Zeno around 300 BCE, later refined by Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. Some of the core Stoic principles include control what you can, accept what you can't, virtue is the only true good, and detach from emotions and external outcomes. At first glance, Stoicism seems like the perfect mindset, one that makes us unshakable in the face of adversity, but when taken to the extreme, does it come with a cost? One of the biggest criticisms of Stoicism is that it teaches emotional suppression rather than emotional understanding. Stoics argue that emotions like anger, grief, and joy are disturbances to be controlled. But does rejecting emotions make us stronger, or does it disconnect us from being human? Marcus Aurelius once stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." But many mistake this for don't feel anything instead of respond wisely. Research shows that suppressing emotions can lead to anxiety, burnout, and depression. By trying to become indifferent to pain, do we risk becoming indifferent to joy as well? Another flaw in Stoicism is its emphasis on accepting reality rather than changing it. The Stoics believe that suffering is unavoidable, that the world is beyond our control, and that wisdom comes from embracing fate rather than fighting it. But is this mindset always helpful? Does Stoicism promote inaction? In extreme cases, Stoicism could lead to a passivity in the face of injustice. A Stoic might say it's out of my control rather than fighting for change. Would history's greatest revolutionaries, activists, and visionaries have achieved anything if they simply accepted their fate? The Stoics taught that power and status are meaningless, yet some of history's most powerful figures embraced Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, perhaps the most famous Stoic, was a Roman emperor. But does a philosophy of detachment align with ruling an empire? Marcus Aurelius embraced philosophy, but his reign included brutal wars and political conflicts. Can one truly practice Stoicism while governing millions of people? Many CEOs and politicians adopt Stoic principles, but does this make them wise or dangerously indifferent to human suffering? Is Stoicism a philosophy of personal empowerment or a tool for the powerful to justify inaction? To be clear, Stoicism has real value. Its teachings on resilience, mindfulness, and perspective are powerful, but no philosophy is perfect. Stoicism typically succeeds when it helps develop mental resilience, encourages rational thinking in crises, and teaches detachment from toxic negativity. But Stoicism also fails where it can promote emotional suppression, it risks leading to passivity, and it can be misused by those in power to justify inaction or detachment. Like any philosophy, Stoicism is a tool. Whether it makes us stronger or blinds us to our own humanity depends entirely on how we use it. So where does this leave us? Should we reject Stoicism entirely? Not necessarily, but we must recognize its limitations. Perhaps the real challenge is finding balance, learning to be resilient without becoming numb, accepting fate without surrendering to it, and cultivating wisdom without losing compassion. In the end, the greatest strength isn't found in suppressing our emotions, but in understanding them. When obtaining new information, it is critical that you not only look at the pros, but also the cons. It is imperative that you see the full image, not just half of it. Through this, you maintain balance, harmony, and you have a clear mentality when you begin to implement it into your own lives. Thanks for watching.